Hello, hello. Wowzers. New and incredibly deeper energies every day. So today I wanted to talk about a theme that showed up with myself and a friend this morning, where we just went into awareness and started to, how to describe it, just accept what is. Stepping back and opening to possibility in everything. There's a lot of energy going down and things are ramping up quickly. And there's no dates to any of this. It's all more around just opening to the possibility inside. But I feel there's this beautiful window in this coming week where energies are getting more intense, but there's also this anticipation of the fall, the ending of summer, the preparing of children to go back to school, of people getting back into routine. And it's poignant. It's really beautiful, and it's opening to a new possibility where normally as we proceed into fall and harvest and all this kind of stuff, we're kind of preparing for what's to come in the winter. Fall, it's kind of, at least in the IT business and stuff that I spend a lot of time in, there's this just period in September where there's this massive lull where everybody's just trying to get back onto schedule, get kids acclimatized, get them into their soccer or their events and all this kind of stuff. And there's this beautiful opening, and I can feel it forming. Now, we as human beings in this collective reality have been going through a lot of programming of how this is going to look, and things like the event and the flash and all these kind of things. And what I'm getting very strongly is to let them go. There's a lot of bullshit and programming and agendas that are trying to be stated to get people confused and then have them have big crashes when things don't show up as they expect. And what I feel called to say is for people to disconnect from whatever we want to call it, the event, the thing, or whatever, as a collective, and just focus on that event inside of us. We have no control on the stages or how quickly other people will have their awakening, have their opening. All we can do is have ours. And if we step back and we begin to just allow it to happen for us at whatever rate, in whatever way, with no programming or agenda or how it looks outside of ourselves, and just focus within, something magic starts to happen. I see it as kind of like greasing the rails of possibility, opening the field. Each one of us is an anchor into the field of the collective. We are the opening to that field. And if we just step back of what we've expected or what we believe or how it's going to look, or our dreams coming true or any of that kind of stuff, and just be hopeful, be accepting, I see what happens is that the energy of our grounding point into the field to pull these energies in just becomes very easy, like lubricated, of greasing the rails, of letting it come through us. And instead of interpreting it or feeling that we have to force ourselves or do something or be something or whatever, instead we just allow, because we already decided all this stuff. The plan was prepared far beyond any of our comprehension, and really what needs to happen has never happened before in our human experience. So really we're just witnesses and conduits for this energy to emerge and fully settle in. And I'm not sure everybody's going to make the same transition at the same time. So to hold ourselves back for the collective that maybe isn't ready or is still scared is actually slowing the process for everyone, because our ascension, our awareness, our accepting of that transition is critical to the rest of humanity being able to move forward. So to wait and hold ourselves for some 3D perceived thought process, etc., isn't aiding anyone. So aid yourself, be yourself, allow it to happen. And everybody's agreed to different levels of awareness and waking up in different stages. And if some need to wake up early, some need to wake up later because they're not ready. And there's no good or bad or helping or fixing or anything. It's just about allowing ourselves to move forward in exactly the stage and in the perfection that it was meant. And we don't even have any cognizant reality of how that plan is going to work. So I choose, and I'm hoping those that feel ready to can choose that it's time to go. It's time to move on, and it's time for us to get our reward, our closure, our next stage of our development in progress. We don't get to decide when and how. We just get to decide that we want it, that it's in our intention, it's in our possibility. So I insert into my field the possibility of ascending, of moving forward, of quickly creating a new reality around me that can be the example for others. And I'm ready. I'm not going to hold back anymore. And do you want to hold back? Are you ready? Are you excited? Are you exhausted? Let all that stuff go. Just step back and just be the conduit, be the void, be the 0 point, and let magic happen. And thank you, Kirsten. We can't wait. We just go. Yeah. So give yourself permission to go. And we're not going to leave anybody behind. We're not going to have to worry about everybody else. Everybody will come at their perfect time and place. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to move up. And for my loved ones and other people that I'm worried about or whatever, they're going to need a soft landing place on the other side. And I'm going to go there and start to create that and start to do that with love, because I cultivated that within me. And there's nothing about pulling them along at the same rate that might harm them. But I chose this rate for me. And we're choosing this place inside of us. So let that place go. Let that place ascend. Let that place move forward, and then see what shows up. And everything is in perfection. Right here and right now, just let it go. Let the solar flares, let all the energies that are coming in, let all the catalysts that are going right now be themselves. Let the good and the bad happen. Let it all happen in whatever order, without having to force anything, without having to battle anything, without having to anything, and just say, hey, I give permission to this to happen through me in the divine time, and let everybody else figure out their own way. Because we're not pulling this planet across the finish line. The planet will get here when it gets here, and the people around us will get here when they get here. And you wouldn't want it any different. You wouldn't want anybody yanking you by screaming and yelling. So just let it go. You're ready. Let it go. I'm ready. I'm letting it go. So just sit with that. I don't want anybody to do anything they don't want to, but just sit with it. There's this like divine calm inside to say, let this proceed in the way it needs to. I grease the rails. I allow the grounding to happen through me, and I move forward, and I step across whatever it is that event. But don't have any image of it. Don't have any ideas of it, and just sit in beautiful allowance and see what shows up. because I think magic's going to happen. And we all get to choose it on our own time by allowing and accepting and not forcing. Just be relaxed, because anything else is not in divine time. So I love you all. I hope this feels good. It feels really calm and really beautiful inside of me. So let the divine grease be through your channels, be through your grounds, be through your conduit, and let everything start to show up. And it may come really quick and as an avalanche and in a beautiful way, and just relax like you're going down the water slide or having the parachute. After you pop that parachute, just let that calm, that wind in your face, let that flow go through you and make it easy. And then watch what shows up, because it's time. I'm ready. Are you? Love you all. I hope this feels amazing, and sit with it. Maybe listen a second time, and just let that divine peace inside and watch what shows up. Thank you all. Thank you for your beautiful hearts and the comments, Kristen. Have a great day. See you soon. Bye. Thank you, Shasa.